The statue's eye corners are bleeding. People realize they're crafted from corpses. Before long, the second and third statues appeared. The police have their suspicions. A one-eyed man is present at each crime. The police corner the one-eyed man on a rooftop, but to their shock, he leaps off. Do you think he's dead? In the very next moment, the one-eyed man possesses the power of immortality. As it turns out, the one-eyed man had been abducted by human traffickers not long ago, and they had removed one of his eyes. However, upon awakening, he discovered the ability to see through the eye they'd taken, and within it, he witnessed a murder. The new possessor of this eye is the serial killer the police are hunting. A man gazes lovingly at a girl, but in the next moment, he reveals himself as a terrifying serial killer. A one-eyed man, driven by the images in his mind, tracks down the killer. He climbs up, seeking to apprehend the murderer. However, the killer produces a pen, and ruthlessly stabs the one-eyed man. When the police arrive, they apprehend the one-eyed man. The one-eyed man had the murderer in his grasp, but the killer sees something extraordinary. The one-eyed man's hand is healing. The one-eyed man is thus taken into custody as a suspect. Finally escaping from custody, he retains a vivid image of the killer's eye. It seems the killer is targeting children. So, the one-eyed man sets fire to a school and calls the police. The nation declares an immediate halt to all student activities. Unable to find victims, the killer now seeks to claim the one-eyed man's immortality. Meanwhile, the one-eyed man is pursued by human traffickers. In a moment of peril, a girl pulls him into an alley. The girl brandished a small knife, swinging it at the one-eyed man, but the one-eyed man's wound swiftly did mend. The girl, however, laughed, for she possessed the same extraordinary skill. Meanwhile, the deadly killer asked for a fierce duel. The killer put on a full set of protective gear, releasing toxic gas, and causing the one-eyed man to pass out. As the one-eyed man awoke once more, he was already in a dreadful chair bound. The killer aimed to experiment. He first cut off the one-eyed man's finger, then reattached on the others. To their amazement, the finger healed strong. The killer was delighted, and sought to own this unique power, but the one-eyed man has already broken free. He lunged at the killer. The killer immediately pulled out the gun, and a gunshot was fired. But the next second, the one-eyed man's wound started instant healing. The killer quivered in fear. The one-eyed man seized the gun, and took off his eye mask. Murderer's eyeballs begin to mutate, and the eyes revert back to the one-eyed man. Did murderer just die? No, for their eye underwent a horrific mutation.